Hello! Today's video is a compilation of some art I made in February. I am starting off by decorating the cover of my sketchbook. This is my art history sketchbook and I have it half filled already, but I felt like the cover was very boring and I just wanted to add some of my favourite artworks to the outside. So I literally just printed them all off. I didn't even laminate them or anything. They're not stickers. I was like, they'll be fine 'cause my sketchbook doesn't leave the house, so I was like, they'll be fine the way they are. And then I printed off some like collage type letters from Pinterest and I just stuck them on and I think it came out really good. I have some of my favourite artworks on this: paintings by Vincent van Gogh, his self-portrait. I have one by Edward Hopper. I have Michelangelo sculpture. I have some Irish historic art. I have the Colosseum. I love architecture, so I put in a few different buildings. And I think I have the Rouen Cathedral, yeah, and I have some Impressionist paintings. And then for modern day art, I have Yayoi Kusama. I love her, she's a legend, and very happy with how it turned out. And then on either side of the sketchbook, I have a little heart that I printed out and cut out, and like hands, because I was like, my love for art kind of coming together. I think it came out good. I'm quite happy. And I thought you might like to also see what's in the inside. So I thought I'd give like a little tour of my Irish section. So I currently have an Irish section and a European section. So I've kind of studies from Stone Age, Bronze Age and Iron Age Ireland. And then my European section I'll show in another video. But I just like to sketch out different objects and things that were made and label them, and I just find it's a really fun way to draw and also kind of figure out how these things were made and learn the techniques. And I just think it's amazing that such pieces were made so long ago, because even like some of the jewelry pieces from the Iron Age, there's literally no way I could make like a bronze trumpet or gold collar. And yeah, I just think it's really cool. Then this is a different day. I do not drink coffee. I am not about to drink coffee. I am making coffee art. So I was making this for Valentine's for my boyfriend. I decided to make like a map, and honestly I had no idea where this was going. I just decided to start off by making a coffee stained background because I thought that'd be a good place to start for a map and just make it look kind of old. So I literally just put on one layer and I left it to dry for a while and it came out really nice. The smell of coffee was so strong, it was really nice. And then I came back to it and put on the second layer. I also was using like quite a small paintbrush. That's because I wanted it to kind of look textured. I wanted to have lines, but if you wanted it to be smoother, you could definitely use a bigger paintbrush. So then I think my camera must stop working, or I just didn't press record, I don't know. But I drew out some ideas for the map. So then I was like testing out kind of, I obviously have my background, but I wasn't sure would I kind of draw it out like that I have countries. Then I used my graphite stick. I love this graphite stick. It's literally so fun. I was kind of testing out like, would I have mountains, or did I want to add any kind of other materials in, or did I just want to keep the coffee? So I wasn't really sure at this point. And I drew out kind of different types of direction pieces. I don't even know what to call them, like compass, navigational things. I wasn't really sure. I kind of liked the black and gold working together. And I drew a ship. I was like, I knew I definitely wanted a ship because I think he likes ships, even if he doesn't want to go on a boat. I think he's kind of not in the mood for that, but he likes looking at them. So I thought one of those would be cool, and I just filled it in with a marker and I thought that came out quite nice. This part here, you won't understand what I'm doing because it literally looks like I'm doing nothing, but you can see later on when I finish the map. I kind of wanted to have this like globe type effect, so I left in these little clips so you could kind of see what I was doing, but it kind of built up over time. And then I drew out the ship. I literally drew it out with coffee because I thought this would work best, and I didn't want to have any pencil lines, I decided. And then I just coloured it in with the coffee, and I really think it came out good. So I just literally kept layering up the coffee on this, and it took a while, not gonna lie. It took ages to build up the coffee. I would definitely have been way quicker if I used acrylic paint, but I do think the effect of the coffee was quite nice. Even the way like it sat, it's kind of like watercolor in that sometimes it just dried. I don't want to say lumpy, but like some layers stood out more than others. And I quite liked that because I didn't exactly know how it would come out. And I think this added to it. So here I'm drawing a little directions star. There's probably some name for it that I am clueless about, but this was actually quite satisfying to draw out. And I am using my favorite pens. What are they called? The uni pens, fine line. I love these. I have them in so many different sizes and I just think they're so good. The quality of them is really nice and they're just good. I have literally every size from like 0.1 to 1.2. I highly recommend them. They're very nice. And I actually added like north, south, east and west to this, but I also added, like, you can see the little mini points. I ended up adding our initials because I was like trying to make it have little subtle ways of it being about me and my boyfriend, but I didn't want it to be like in your face, like me writing our names massive. So I was like, I'm going to have all these like little subtle hints. And now looking back, I'm like, I wish I named the ship, because I didn't name the ship. And I'm like, that would have been so cool if I like came up with a name on the side of the ship that was like a combination of our names or like a place we visited that we'd like. I suppose I could always add it in, but I've given it to him now, so it's probably too late. So then I drew out some different places. These are based off like where he's from. I drew out where I'm from. I drew out where like we went on the first time we went away, and then kind of like our first international place we went away, except I couldn't find a map of Rome, so I drew out a map of the Vatican City, but it's close enough. And then I drew our star signs. I literally had no idea what our star signs were. Again, I didn't want our names. I didn't want it to look all flashy. So I like Googled up what both our star signs were, and I thought these symbols looked quite nice. And then decided I'd add in some like white paint onto the ship for like the sails. Is that what it's called? I really don't know much about boats. Kind of to give some texture, just to make it stand out a bit more. And yeah, back to the coffee again. And I layered up that more. Then once everything was dry, I went in again with one of my uni ball pens and just outlined everything. And this came out so good. I think it really made everything stand out. You'll see at the end when I'm like showing the finished piece, you can see it just kind of makes it pop. So I was debating whether I'd like do another layer of coffee, but I was like, I was kind of sick of it at this point. I was like, I've done enough. And I love the bottom where I kind of have the ripples for the water, how the coffee settled on the paper. I think looks quite nice. I used mixed media paper, and I'm trying to think what size. It was A2, so it was actually quite a big piece of art. But I really liked how it was going. So then I decided to get a bit wild, and I was like, do you know what? I'm not going to rip the corners. I'm going to burn them. And I kind of regret this. Don't do it, because my sitting room, I was doing this in my sitting room, even though I have my own art room, but sometimes I just like to change locations, and I was on the floor and I was burning the pages and the smell was so strong. This is a picture on the left of the finished piece because I forgot to take a video of it, but it came out really good. Just don't burn it because the smell's too strong. So next up, this journal, I'm going to do some junk journaling, and I got this in Amsterdam in 2023, and I have not used it until February 2025. It's been sitting in my room on my shelf for ages because it's just so pretty, and I couldn't get myself to use it, and I was like, you know what, I just need to use it. And I thought junk journaling would be a nice way to use it because I'm not making perfect artwork anyway, so I don't need to worry about kind of messing up. So I had a bunch of different spreads to make. So the first one was when me and my boyfriend went in to Galway, and we just had a really nice day out, and I just wanted to document it. The second one, there was a big storm in Ireland. It's called Storm Ewan. I don't even know how the hell you pronounce the word. And literally there was no electricity for ages. So I thought I'd kind of document that because it was quite a weird event, because we have not had a storm that bad, like ever. And the amount of trees that fell over, electricity was gone, water was gone in so many places. It was just a bit crazy, and it kind of reminds me how lucky I am to live in a country that rarely has like crazy weather problems. And again, I used my magazine type cut out letters. I think these are really nice. The only thing is I'd love to get like sticker pack, I think, because it's just annoying cutting them out. Like it takes ages, and I feel like it'd just save me time and be more enjoyable if I was just able to rip off little stickers, and even terms of like using the glue, because as good as my Pritt stick is, it'd be just handier if I had a sticker and I could just plop down onto the page. And then I put on some washi tape because I just thought it would add to it, because why not? I love this background, which I then got rid of. So I have some receipts from when we went shopping, and then the kind of colored-y thing, the patterned floral thing, that is like from soap, really nice soap, and it was wrapped in this. So I just thought I'd put it in. Also smelled quite nice. So I'd gone on a bit of shopping spree. I bought stuff in Bershka, and I thought I'd put that receipt in. And I'm trying to remember what I actually bought there. I'm not really sure. Then me and my boyfriend are always going for coffees, and I've started collecting coffee cups because I want to make like paintings of different coffee cups in different ways, which I'm yet to start, but I will do it. It's on my long list of art ideas. And then I also went to Shoe, and I bought these fabulous pair of grey heels. So I liked how the receipt was green. I thought that was kind of cool. And yeah, I printed these off from Canva. I love Canva. Sometimes if Pinterest doesn't have like specific things I'm looking for, I just go into Canva and I'll like go into their elements and I'll search up things and add them to a page and just print them. And it's really handy if you don't have magazines or like odd pieces of paper to cut out stuff. If you do have a printer, it's very handy to just print stuff off from Canva, and then like you develop kind of a collection. I love these pens as well. They're two-sided, so one side is like a thin marker and the other side's like a calligraphy pen. And I just wrote shopping and coffee dates on this, which are honestly two of my favorite things, even though I don't even drink coffee, but I love a hot chocolate. Next page then. I'm currently reading George Orwell. I'm nearly finished, which I've been saying for like the last month. I think I have about 25 pages left, so I really should just finish it. And so this was kind of like my favorites kind of moment. So my favorite book that I'm reading. And then we went to the cinema and we saw Bob Dylan, and these are like the cinema tickets. And I realized when I was making the junk journal, the cinema tickets don't even say Bob Dylan on them. They'll full on say a different movie. I don't know, I can't remember now that I'm recording this, I can't remember what movie it said, but it was full on a different movie, and I was looking at it and I was like, why does it say this? And then I was like, oh my god, the worker obviously printed like the wrong thing. But thoroughly enjoyed Bob Dylan. If you have not watched it, I would go watch it. It's really good. Timothée Chalamet, always good shout. And I also wanted to put in like a little harmonica in the bottom corner because I just really enjoyed him playing the harmonica. This is my last page of the junk journal. So I have a picture of a cute little dog. That's my boyfriend's dog. I'm literally obsessed with her. And then I got a massive Dairy Milk bar for Christmas. And it was February, and I literally only finished it in February. But I loved how the inside of it was like 200-year anniversary or something of Cadbury's. And the inside had all different illustrations of like the original buildings where Cadbury chocolate was first made. And I thought it was so cool. So I wanted to include that. And this is the finished piece. I really like it. I think it came out kind of good. Like, I kind of wasn't sure if I'd be into the whole junk journaling because it's not really something I've done before, but I really enjoyed it, and I'm definitely going to keep doing it because it's nice to just put like scrappy bits in and like add photos and just write down my favorite things. And then if I don't want to write anything down, I don't have to either. But I quite like that there's so many different colors going on. Like each page is different. The last page probably is my least favorite, but I still think it turned out okay. Next up, these are flowers that I got for Valentine's. So of course I decided I had to draw them. I also got this candle, and it's vanilla and it's so good. So I kind of had an idea that I wanted to come up with a composition for a painting, like an oil painting of roses based off of the bouquet. So I started drawing out like a few flowers, and I ended up, you can see the picture on the left, I ended up making it my background for my YouTube banner. But I started drawing out the flowers, kind of like a close-up of them in a section, and then I ended up taking a photo and going into like a photo editing app and removing the background and creating this drip effect. So then I also added this to the drawing, but I think it would make a really nice painting. And I normally don't make black backgrounds when I paint, but when I made it in the like edited in the app, I was like, the black background, it just made the flowers stand out more. I just thought it was really effective. And I realized this is just a very simple pen drawing. In the future, when I get to it, I'll make a nice painting, but I think it'd look really cool. And I'm not really someone to just do a painting of flowers. I kind of wanted to put my own spin on it. So I feel like this could be a way that I could do that and not get bored. Then I also drew out just a singular rose, because what girl doesn't love a singular rose? So I just drew it out in my uni ball pens. And then I got these markers, which I kind of regretted going over it with the marker. I think I kind of liked it just as it was, quite simple, but it's fine. Live and learn. Don't love every piece you make, but it's okay. Yeah, I feel like these markers don't really layer up very well. And when I was like adding on the darker reds, they ended up just kind of bleeding and like taking over the lighter pinks, but it's fine. That's all the art I made. I hope you enjoyed me rambling about literally everything I just made, and I'll probably make some painting videos of the roses, hopefully soon. So stay tuned, make sure to subscribe and like the video.